Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. And so for today's video guys, I wanted to discuss something with you that why is checking account is very important. So before we proceed this video guys, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel for more updates. Just click the notification ring bell button as well, and please do follow my social media accounts on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and Laika at Rey-Rey Tinaco. So basically, I just wanted to share something with you guys, some facts and some other disadvantages of using a checking account, and why checking account is very important to our lives. So basically, I have here with my uh, checkbook here, which is basically from the Bank of Hawaii. So basically, I'm here in Honolulu, Hawaii, in the United States. So I actually never expect to have one, whether I get it or not. But I actually realized that checking account is very important. So here are the main reasons why a checking account is very important. First of all, when you actually issued post-dated checks, or known as PDC, for example for my apartment or for monthly rent, etc., etc. And another thing is like for business purposes, like for deliveries or somewhat, so whatever. um, but I don't have my business here in the United States. It's in the Philippines guys, so yeah. And the third reason is it's kind of hassle free. So basically, it's kind of a convenient way, whether you're actually issue to a certain person or some certain stores that you actually made a transaction with them. So it's kind of instead of giving them cash, you actually give them a check. So basically, this one is the example when you're actually give a check. So yeah, this is the example. But this check, guys, I just wanted to tell you that this check was actually kind of some very wrong details here. So I just kind of play with it. So basically, yeah, it's actually useless. So basically, when it comes to check, so basically you have here with your full name together with your um, address here, and then you have the pay to the order of, and a certain amount that you wanted to put, and the uh, which means that you, whatever you're issuing a checks to a certain stores or certain person. So yeah, and then you have here the routing number and the, what do you call, the account number from your checking account, and then your signature. So basically guys, this is not my signature. I just only created randomly. So yeah, so you don't even know what are my other details are. So yeah, so yeah, basically it's hassle free, and it will give you somehow security, and it will also give us assurance. So basically, here in the US, having a checking account is very common, especially when making a transaction for certain things, just like what I said earlier. In the Philippines, in back in my home country, it's kind of hard to apply for a checking account. So I'll explain that later. So, why am I sharing this kind of reason that checking account is very important? So, I just wanted to share something with you guys that I remember back in my home country, in the Philippines, where my friend was borrowing this, and I was so scared that time, because they need to give at least five PDCs, or the post dated checks, to the landlord. But the point is, they really have cash. So, but then they have problems with the landlord, so they transferred to another apartment. So what I actually did, I was the one who provide the PDCs or the posted data checks, and they gave me back cash. So you see, don't ever wait that you needed a checking account, because those things it is necessarily. So yeah. So the next, I wanted to share something with you guys that, um, what are the disadvantage of using a checking account for this? So first of all, if your checking account is inactive, so you never use it anymore, so your account will become dormant, or it may be your account froze. And then the second thing is, when you're actually make a check to a certain person or to some certain stores, and then if they actually like to encash the check that you gave them, and it says that you don't have insufficient, like insufficient balance, something like that. So basically, it will actually cause like bound checks that may be lead into, like, to sue you or to go to jail. So we don't want that to happen, guys. So basically, uh, you need to be careful of using a checking account. So yeah. So those two are actually the main disadvantage of using a checking account. So if you have any comments or any addition for the disadvantage of using a checking account, just comment below. So yeah. So if you're actually planning to get a checking account, um, here in the US, so right now I'm here in the US. So basically, I'm an international student, guys, for you to know. So um, so the first thing that you need is one valid government ID, whether you have your passport or state ID or driver's license, and together with your US address, US phone number, and the initial deposit. But in my case, guys, this checking account that I have right now is now maintaining balance. So I actually observed some of the banks here that, when you're actually open a checking account here in the US, so it's basically no maintaining balance. Unlike in the Philippines, that they need to have 5,000, 10,000, 25,000 pesos in order to maintain a balance there. So you'll never touch it. So that's for the US, guys. So yeah. And then whether you have your social security or not, the social security is actually optional. Because in my case, guys, I'm an international student, and I don't have social security yet, because I was open a bank account here, and then I don't have a social security yet. But although that, it is still acceptable. So yeah, that's it for what are those things needed in the US when you're actually open a checking account, or it's actually the same thing with the savings account. So yeah. So when you actually open a savings account here in the US, so it's basically, it's kind of, you know, like it's kind of hassle thing, because first of all, the initial deposit and maintaining balance is kind of very high. And then the second thing is that they don't actually give you an a debit card. So yeah, unlike for when you're actually getting a checking account here in the US, so basically you have already the checkbook, and at the same time you have the debit card. So basically, guys, these debit cards are from the Bank of Hawaii. So yeah, it's actually access here from my checking account. So yeah. So actually, guys, in the Philippines, so it's kind of different. So if you're in the Philippines, guys, if you're actually planning to get one. So basically, it's either one or two valid IDs that you need, because some of the banks will actually need two valid IDs, whether you had your passport and at the same time your driver's license, or like postal IDs, you made IDs, national IDs, or whatever IDs that you have, as long as you have the two valid IDs to present. So yeah, another thing is you need to submit the proof of billing address where you actually live, and the documents needed, that you what's the main reason of why are you opening a checking account in the Philippines. So yeah, and also you need the initial deposit and the maintaining balance as well. So basically guys, if you're actually comparing the US and the Philippines for the checking account, so for the US, the first thing is that they don't actually ask questions. So why am I going to open a checking account? And then the second thing is they had no maintaining balance. So that's for the US guys. And then in the Philippines, they actually ask why you need a checking account. What's the certain reason? It may be like for your business, or for your rents, something like that. And then the second thing is the the maintaining balance too. So basically, if I actually choose between them, I actually like the US banking system. So yeah. So I hope that you actually enjoy or you actually learn from this video, guys. I'm sorry if my English were were not perfect sometimes, because I'm actually new here in the US, and you know I always speak Filipino back in the Philippines, especially when you're when you watch my previous videos here in my YouTube channel as well. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions or inquiries, just comment below. And yeah, that's it, guys. That sums up the discussion. And I'll see you guys on my next video. And please click the please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. And for more updates, just click the notification ring bell button as well. And please do follow my social media accounts on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and Laika at Rey-Rey Tinaco. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on my next video. So bye for now.